going to say, I'm going to spell it out for you, okay? You know what Baker Mayfield is? A D-A-W-G. Dog. Okay? Baker Mayfield is a complete dog. No matter who speaks about him, you have to put some respect on his name. All he's ever done since he's been in the league is simply prove it. Last year in Tampa, not last year, 2 years ago when he first got there, 64% completion rate, 28-10. Okay, boom. They go through the playoffs, they take care of some business. Last year, what do? They go out there, he has 71% completion rate, 41 touchdowns, okay? 16 interceptions, had an uptick there. But what do? They gave him a running game, right? One of the best running games in the league. Two-headed monster back there with Bucky Irvin and Rasheed White. Now what's going on? Now this dude has an opportunity to go out there. His head coach got extended, so he's feeling more stable than he's ever felt. He has an opportunity to prove it more than he's ever been able to. And I think that now he's hungrier than ever because he wants the jewelry. He's tired of people saying that he can't do it. He's tired of people telling him what he can't do.
Hello, Bucs fans. Welcome back to Real Bucs Talk. It feels good to be back. And obviously, you heard there in the intro, we're talking about Buccaneers quarterback and obviously Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield. But we're going to talk about the quarterback position for the Bucs and just go into what can we expect for the 2025 season and kind of preview the position. So they were talking about Baker Mayfield and asking if he is a Super Bowl caliber quarterback. And I think the answer is yes. He's good enough to lead you there. Again, it takes a team to win a championship, but let's look at Baker Mayfield to begin here. And you look at the stats. He's been very impressive over the last two seasons, especially with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Right there, over 69 touchdowns in his first two seasons throwing the football, over 4,000 yards in each year. He's improved in completion percentage. The interceptions went up a little bit, still a little bit too many turnovers, but that is something you just have to live with Baker Mayfield. But again, 73 touchdowns overall in the last two seasons. The trajectory for Baker Mayfield is trending upward, and you just hope that continues. And the Buccaneers even put it out here in a tweet, 73 touchdowns, which is crazy. Third most total touchdowns in the NFL since week 1, 2023. Pretty remarkable numbers there. But when you look at the Buccaneers depth chart overall, it is Baker Mayfield and then a lot of just unproven ability. We've had Kyle Trask since 2021, but we just haven't seen him on the field. He just hasn't gotten that opportunity. We've seen him in preseason. He's had his ups and downs there, has gotten better, in my opinion, when watching the tape from each preseason to now. And you hope that continues to traject upward. Obviously the team feels confident in his ability to go in there if needed to help this team stay afloat. I think as Bucs fans, though, we hope Baker Mayfield stays healthy. That's going to be very important for the Buccaneers' success moving forward, especially in a season where the expectations are high. A lot of fans are expecting this team to make at least the divisional round this year, if not the NFC Championship game. That is where we are. I mean, the stakes are high. And when looking at this quarterback position for the Bucs, I think they're in a very ideal situation with Baker Mayfield leading the team. I think what you heard there in the intro, he is a dog. Like that is his type of mentality. He's going to fight every inch, every yard for his team and give it pretty much everything he has. So I think that's really cool that the Buccaneers have a very good quarterback. They have a franchise quarterback in Baker Mayfield. Definitely worthy of top 12 quarterback. He's in that discussion. And he has been getting more consistent year in and year out. And we're hoping that can continue to direct forward, especially with the weapons surrounding Baker Mayfield, the offensive line coming back, the continuity of the scheme and offense. This is all topics we've discussed so far this offseason. We've really drilled it to the brain throughout this offseason, expecting Baker to continue to have success here, and hopefully he can put up similar numbers like he did last year and maybe even improve in some metrics, especially in the turnover area, defense as a whole gets better, that helps out your offense, helps out Baker as well. The running game, that was also mentioned in the intro, that is a big factor too. You could see the Buccaneers lean more into that, especially to avoid, the chance of turnovers. So I think Baker, again, he's a guy that is obviously a number one pick. He was the number one pick for a reason. And I think his skill set, his tools are all there for the taking to really help this team take that next step. And again, it's going to take more than just Baker Mayfield. But when you look at the quarterback position, I think you have to feel pretty confident in the spot overall. As far as Kyle Trask and like Michael Pratt, Connor Bazelak. I mean, those guys competing with each other. I think Kyle Trask is probably entrenched as the number two quarterback, but we'll see. I know they want to take a more extended look at Michael Pratt, which will be exciting to see what happens in the preseason and how that shapes up, especially in training camp, etc. The big thing for Baker Mayfield, and we discussed it in a earlier video that we did a couple weeks back, and that is the deep, the vertical passing of Baker Mayfield. And just hopefully we can see more of these plays more consistently down the field so we can get more chunk plays, more explosives, more big play results to help the offense be even more efficient and better at putting up even more points than they did last year. So that'll be something to watch for and see how Baker hopefully can add that to his elements of what he already does really well, which is delivering the ball with good accuracy, especially in the middle and to the outside of the number. So he can make all the throws. I mean, the guy is very talented, and you hope that with the unit and the team around him, he can continue to direct forward and have even a much better season than he did last year, which is going to be hard to do because when you look at the stats, he was really good last year. So we're hoping to see more of these types of plays connected, and that could lead to even bigger numbers for Baker Mayfield. Because when you look at like the yards per pass, I mean, 7.9 is really good. If he can get that up even another yard, that could make a lot of difference. And these numbers could even be higher, which is crazy to think about. Still very efficient season last year for him. I think the biggest number, and he's talked about this in the offseason, is trying to reduce the number of sacks and the number of bad turnovers and trying to avoid those types of plays. So that will be definitely key for the Buccaneers, especially if they want to take another step forward at the quarterback position with Baker Mayfield and as a team moving forward. That's going to be key. But really excited to see this group play out. I think quarterback is in good hands for the Buccaneers moving forward. And I think as fans and media and people around the league, even nationally, I think are going to see how good Baker Mayfield is. And obviously he's getting that type of respect moving forward. So it's going to be fun to watch. And obviously the team is in a very good position moving forward. So with that said, hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to hit that like button, comment down below your thoughts of the Buccaneers quarterback position, how you feel about Baker Mayfield, and also the depth behind Baker Mayfield. Are you concerned if Baker does go down? Are we pretty much done? Or how do you see it playing out? Let us know your thoughts. And with that said, until the next one.